Imagine you're locked in a room and the key to $1 million prize is hidden inside. But there's a catch. You've been given the wrong rule book. Every clue you follow, every puzzle you try to solve, leads you further away from the prize. What if I told you that everything you think you know about building wealth is that wrong rule book? A system designed not to help you win, but to keep you right where you are. This isn't about working harder or pinching pennies. It's about a fundamental, deep-level shift in your mental operating system. Most people are caught in what I call the scarcity loop. It looks like this. You work for a paycheck, you pay your bills, and if you're lucky, you save a tiny bit. But there's no real growth, no momentum. You're just trading your precious hours for dollars, and that's a game with a very, very low ceiling. Why? Because your brain, by default, is wired for short-term survival, not for long-term abundance. It's an ancient pattern that we must interrupt and break. The problem isn't your effort. It isn't your work ethic. It's your cognitive blueprint. The wealthy don't just have more money. They operate with a completely different psychology. They use 3 core accelerators that change the entire game. If you can master these, you can rewire your entire financial future. The first accelerator is shifting from a gardener's mindset to an architect's mindset. Think about it. The gardener walks into the yard and reacts to what's already there. Pulling weeds, trimming overgrown bushes. It's a reactive, constant effort job. The architect, on the other hand, designs the entire structure before a single brick is laid. They plan the foundation, the systems, the flow. The rich think like architects. They don't ask, what job should I get? They ask, what system can I build or invest in that generates value without my constant, direct effort? This is the fundamental question that separates reactive work from proactive wealth creation. This leads us directly to the second accelerator, understanding the difference between labor and leverage. Labor is your own effort, your own time, your own 2 hands. It's finite. You only have 24 hours in a day. Leverage, however, is the effort of others, of technology, of capital, of code. It's about creating an output that is disproportionate to your input. The rich don't avoid work. They make their work infinitely scalable. They master the use of OPM, other people's money, through smart debt and investment. They use OPT, other people's time, by hiring teams and delegating effectively. And crucially, in today's world, they use OPT, other people's technology, automating processes and reaching millions with a single click. Your goal is to generate returns from resources you don't personally own. That is the essence of leverage. Now for the third and most powerful accelerator, the principle of compounding everything. You've probably heard about compounding interest on money, right? It's a powerful concept, but the truly wealthy apply this principle to every single area of their lives. They compound knowledge through relentless daily learning. They're not just consuming content, they're integrating and applying it. They compound relationships by strategically building and nurturing their network, knowing that connections create opportunities. They compound credibility and authority in their field, making it easier and easier to attract capital and talent. Think of it like a snowball. Small, consistent, smart actions, repeated over and over, create an avalanche of results that lazy, one-off efforts could never hope to match. It's about a patient, disciplined application of effort that creates unstoppable momentum. When you put these 3 accelerators together, something incredible happens. It isn't a linear path, it's a flywheel. It starts spinning, slowly at first, but then faster and faster. When you start thinking like an architect, you naturally seek out leverage. When you apply that leverage effectively, your results begin to compound exponentially. And as your results compound, it reinforces your architect mindset, making you see even bigger systems and opportunities. This is how you break free from the trap of trading time for money. You stop being a cog in the machine and start building a machine that works for you, 24/7, even while you sleep. You gain the ultimate currency, which isn't just money. It's freedom. It's optionality. The power to choose how you spend your time and your life. Shifting your mindset from gardener to architect, from labor to leverage, and from simple interest to compounding everything is the crucial first step. It's about tearing up that old, useless rule book. But the next step is just as important, learning the tangible systems and tactics to apply these principles in the real world. If you're ready to stop playing a game you can't win and start designing your own blueprint for wealth, then you're in the right place. Subscribe to Wealth Hustle Hub. We break down the patterns, the systems, and the mindsets of the prosperous every single week. Hit that subscribe button and, just as importantly, turn on notifications because your new rulebook starts with the very next video. Thanks for watching, and let's start building.